I'm Ashley Sanderson, and I am doing the video off of my deposition self-assessment survey. And I found out that depositions that I already possess as a human being, having had some small experience in a classroom, I use sound judgment and ethical behavior. I carry myself as, and I treat others the way I would want to be treated, because I was raised to think that way. So I have that. Also, I'm able to know that my experience and also being able to reflect back on how I have done things will definitely help me become and be the best version of a teacher I can be. And I'm sorry for the buzzing. My phone is going off. Okay, got that to shut up. Okay, though the things I need to work on before I ever step into a classroom would be trying to be more involved in my community. I wish I had been more involved. I'm saying that now. I'm going to try and get more involved before I become a teacher. Because I want to get on the ARC board and probably help at like a women's shelter or something like that. Or an after school youth program, something like that. I don't know. Definitely ARC board though. I want to do that. The characteristics that a good teacher also should have, a professional educator. I'm still young, and the only experience I've had is as a student high school student teacher. So I don't know how a college person going into teaching is supposed to act and how they're supposed to dress, because our dress code was lenient. We could wear jeans and a nice shirt. We didn't have to wear actual formal clothing or anything like that. We just had to be in district code guidelines. So I definitely need to be more involved on that before I go into a classroom. And also promoting fairness and other things to make a good educator. I'm fair. It's the other part I need to work on, like just being completely sound and there for my students overall. I'm going to try and become better at that before I ever step into a classroom, because I feel like I do have areas in that where I need to improve. And I know that. I believe personally that a teacher or a professional educator, in correct terms, should be open-minded, caring, fair, respectful of others, and be optimistic of the kind of students they're getting into their classroom. Because if you're not open-minded and you don't have optimism, then you can't give a good learning experience. Because even though you're following rules and guidelines, you still want it to be fun. Kids learn best that way, anyways. Studies have shown that. I've witnessed and been through that, so definitely know that. Though what standards guide a professional educator's thinking and actions, I believe their beliefs, their morals, their upbringing, the little voice in their head, their conscience. Also, of course, the guidelines of whatever school district they are working in. Those guidelines definitely are in place. But definitely their upbringing, because if they were upbringing to be non-respectful and be rude, then they're probably going to be like that. So you want someone who's been brought up on respect, caring, open-mindedness, all that fun stuff. The depositions, I will admit, those definitely can affect a child psychologically and moral development wise. They really can, because I've had to do them on kids, and I just see the kids sitting there sometimes, and they're just so built up. They're anxious, they're stiff, they're scared. But I guess one of the things that it can do is they can want to strive to be better, or to overdo what they're supposed to, like overshoot the standards, I guess. How will you uphold expectations of the professional professions, including codes of ethics, professional standards, practice, relevant laws, politics? I will use the things I have learned in real life and in college to use when teaching and changing my ways to be better helpful to my students. Also, I will come to class with an open mind about all my students that I get every year, and being optimistic in different approaches to teaching, because no one learns the same way. And how will I promote healthy, moral, and developmental for my students in the future? I will try to teach them how to treat others and how to be a better person overall. I will not push anything on them or try to persuade them to thinking or becoming in my beliefs. I will not do any of that. I think it's wrong personally. I will also encourage them to grow into their own person and let them know that mistakes will happen, but what's important is to learn from those mistakes. I will tell them that a good thing to do is always be care and respectful to others, and know that you're all human. You're going to make mistakes along the way. It's how we overcome and learn from those mistakes that really kind of set the standards and our future and how we develop. I think I've covered everything. So if you saw me looking down, this is why. I printed out what I wanted to say, so I didn't miss anything. Okay, that's it.